welcome back to another video, and today I have an absolutely epic but pretty weird Melodious deck profile for you guys. So Melodious is an old archetype that, I'm not gonna lie, sucks, but what I've done, I've re-innovated the whole deck, and this is what came out. So obviously decks like this can be very weird, but weird is not always bad. So without further ado, be sure to smash like button and comment down below what you guys think of this going second Melodious deck profile, and of course, let's get right into the video. 3 Sonata, the Melodious Diva. So Sonata is just an extender along with our 3 cannon. Both of these have the effect where if you control a Melodious, you can special summon it from your hand for free. And then also Sonata, if it's special summoned, then it boosts all fairy type monsters you have by 500 attack and defense. And cannon once per turn can change a Melodious monster's battle position. The secondary effect kind of sucks. Sonata's is kind of nice, but the thing is, you're mainly running both of these as just extenders, and this is a level 4, which is pretty cool, but just as generic level 4 extenders, which I really like. Double Elgi, the Melodious Diva. So basically, this is a very good card because it says special summon Melodious monsters you control cannot be disturbed by card effects. If this card is special summoned, all fairy type monsters you control gain 300 attack. Now, this card protects them from being disturbed by card effects, and it's a level 5, so you might be wondering, this card kind of sucks, how do you even get this out? So with that, we rely on Ostinato, so I'll get to that a bit later. We have one Opera, the Melodious Diva. Obviously, Opera is very cool, it's a one-of, but it's very big, 2300 on a level 4, can't attack the turn it's summoned, and then also if it's sent to the graveyard as a fusion material, for the rest of the turn, Melodious monsters cannot be disturbed by battle or card effects, which is pretty nice. That's not too bad to play around specific cards. And once again, you want to have this as a one-of, and it's just a great level 4 just to have. 2 Aria, the Melodious Diva. Aria is also very good. While it's special summoned on the field, Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or be disturbed by battle. So this is also one of your main win cons, and I'll explain why a bit later. Aria is just insanely powerful, and you want to be able to have access to this card. Triple Solo, the Melodious Songstress. Now Solo is really good. It's basically a Cyber Dragon. When your opponent has no monsters, you can summon it from your hand, or while your opponent has monsters and you don't, summon it from your hand. And also, if it's disturbed by battle, you can just summon any Melodious monster directly from your deck to the field. So sometimes even just setting this card is pretty good, because you can bring out Aria and then literally just sit on the Aria until you draw some better cards. 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Obviously, this is a going second deck, so you want to have access to your hand traps. Triple Effect Veiler. Veiler is just broken, especially with the Access Code package. That's another win con over here. Veiler, very good card and amazing normal summon. Now, the main card in the deck, the whole deck is built around this card. It's incredibly powerful. Triple Ostinato. So basically, I'll just read it out to you guys. If you control no monsters, fusion summon 1 Melodious fusion monster from your extra deck by using 2 monsters from your hand and or deck as a fusion material. So this card summons directly from the deck, which is just so powerful. And then it says, during the end phase of this turn, destroy the monster fusion summoned by this effect, and if you do, if all the fusion materials that were used for its fusion summon are in your graveyard, you can special summon all of them to your field. So this is not only a free fusion summon from the deck when you have no monsters, but also summons them back in the end phase. So why this is good, you can bring out any of your 3 fusion monsters, and then on top of that, in the end phase, revive 2 of the materials. And they're all generic with 2 Melodious monsters and stuff like that. So what you can do is just send like a solo, send a Aria or an Aria and like Elegy. Just send those 2, and then what basically happens is that it'll special summon them in the end phase, and then Aria just protects everything. They can't be targeted by card effects or disturbed by battle, and then Elegy will make them unable to be disturbed by card effects either. So you'll just have a complete lock, and your opponent just won't be able to out it most of the time, which is really cool, and you can just sit on it. We're already there. Now, double first movement, solo the other broken spell card. If you control no monsters, special summon 1 level 4 lower Melodious monster from your deck. It's just a free special summon from the deck. Once again, in simplified game state, top decking this and bringing out an Aria is not too bad. On top of that, it's just a really good card. You just want to be running 2 of this. I think his 3 is a bit bricky because at the end of the day, a lot of the cards revolve around you having no monsters, and this brings one out, so it's not always the best. 3 Pot of Prosperity. Prosperity is broken in this deck. Like, you have so many cards in the extra deck you can banish, and just the 1 card sometimes is all you need, because Ostinato in this deck is literally just game. 3 Psalm Strike. Strike is one of the best Psalm cards. It is the best Psalm card in my opinion. But before I continue with the trap lineup over here, I want to explain traps are good going second. So I took this idea from Cyber Dragon Trap, which is a going second deck that runs a lot of trap cards. So this is similar because this deck can OTK, and it has a lot of really powerful cards like Ostinato. And traps, basically, you can just break your opponent's board, either OTK them or set up a bunch of trap cards, and your opponent just won't be able to play, and then you'll just outgrind them, which is the whole point of this deck. So triple Psalm Strike on double Melodious Illusion. Now, Illusion is really cool. It basically targets a Melodious monster you have, and then that turn, it's unaffected by your opponent's spell or trap card effects, and it can also attack a second time in the battle phase, which is really cool. 3 Compulsory Evacuation Device. Compulse is just broken. This is one of the most underrated trap cards of all time, in my opinion, and it's just so powerful. Triple Crackdown. Same thing, Crackdown is just amazing. This card just ends turns, ends boards, outs window, outs everything. I love Crackdown. 1 Imperial Order. IO is great because most of the time you would have already resolved your Ostinato and killed them, or just use IO to kill Striker, all that stuff, and you're not running that many spells. And even though you like have these, once you resolve 1, that's really all you need. So Imperial Order is just a great one of in the deck. On to the extra deck. Double Bloom Prima, the Melodious Choir. Now, this card is broken. Basically, it requires a 1 Melodious Maestro monster and 1 more Melodious monster. So you can send a Melodious Maestro from your deck directly, and then with, like, if summoning it with Ostinato, and then also you get to send, like, an Aria. Bring out the Bloom Prima, and what you get to do over here, very, very simple. You actually get to use its effect, which is it gains 300 attack for each fusion material, and it can also make a second attack during each battle phase. And if it's fusion summoned and sent to the graveyard, you can target a Melodious monster in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. But basically the main thing is you are going to be sending 2 Melodious monsters to the grave with Ostinato, so it'll gain 600 attack and be at 25, and it can attack twice, so that's 5,000 damage alone, without even using your normal summon, which is just broken. Double Schuberta, the Melodious Maestra. Once again, this card is very, very good. It's generic 2 Melodious monsters, and you can send it with Ostinato, very simple, and then during either player's turn, you can target up to 3 cards in any graveyard, banish them, and if you do, this card gains 200 attack for each. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. Now, why this is good, in this format, it's very graveyard reliant, so this is a form of interruption, which can be very, very useful. It can attack Schism, it's just very, very good. Double Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir. This is arguably the best one. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and you take no battle damage from attacks involving it. So why this is good, Ostinato pops on the fusion monsters in the end phase, but Bloom Diva protects itself from being destroyed by Ostinato, which is really, really cool. And then it also has the effect, if it battles a special summon monster after damage calc, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between the original attack of that opponent's monster and this card, and if you do, destroy that opponent's monster. So it's a construct, and you don't take battle damage from attacks involving it, and it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So this card, Bloom Diva, is one of the best win cons for the entire deck. It's just absolutely broken. 1 Tornado Dragon, so many level 4s in the deck, incredibly easy to make. 1 Baguska, the Terribly Tired to Peer, once again, very easy to make, and going first, if you're forced to go first, this card is great, backed up by a bunch of traps. And finally, 1 Abyss Dweller, because it's just very, very strong in this format. Link Monsters, 1 Hippo Shinigans, so many lights in the deck, you need to take advantage of that. 1 Unicorn, generic, out to basically anything. Phoenix, great spell and trap removal. Now, probably the best engine to run the extra deck. We have the 1 Hulk to go with our Valor, 1 Selene to go with our Valor, and finally the Access Code just generically, and to go with our Selene and Valor and stuff. This is a 5300 damage package, and if you have access to this, you will most likely be winning the game. And that's basically it for the deck profile. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below what you guys think of the deck. Of course, this is Melodious in 2021, which is really, really cool. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright guys, peace.